Congressman Lance Gooden is joining me now. He's going to be questioning Christopher Wray later on today. Congressman, what do you want to get out of this? I asked the question because nothing ever seems to change after these hearings.
Well, we do realize we only control the House, and we have this hearing today where we intend to explore the wide range of abuses, of overreach, of politicization that's taken place with this FBI. In fairness to Christopher Wray, the rot has been at the core of this FBI long before he got there, but we do expect him to help clean it up. And the American people, they see these hearings, and a level of outrage is sometimes necessary to get action from Congress. And I know you asked earlier what actually changes after these hearings. Well, I think highlighting the mismanagement, the abuse, not just what we see every day on the news, but some of the things that I think will come out of this hearing today. I think it's important that the American people see that, and it's important that members of Congress feel the heat from their constituents who should be rightly outraged after today's hearing.
If the criticism of the FBI is that it has become politicized, and I think that's a legitimate charge to make, how do you get rid of a politicized FBI without getting rid of the people at the top who started it?
Yeah, that's a challenge, because the everyday men and women of the FBI, I believe, are really great Americans. Yeah. I think leadership is our problem. You know, we stand with law enforcement, but we don't stand with corrupt leaders. And I think that's a problem, and we've got to continue these hearings. I think Congress needs to take action, but I think it's important that bipartisan support rallies behind real reforms. There are reforms that even head members of the FBI have talked about for many years. We've just got to get that done. There's no reason the FBI should be a political arm of whatever president is in power. And I think that if Democrats aren't careful, just blindly siding with the practices of this FBI will hurt them in the next elections. And at the end of the day, elections are truly what makes meaningful changes.
Ron DeSantis was on this program a couple of days ago, and he said on day one, if he wins the presidency, he'll fire Christopher Wray. You agree with that? Do you think he needs to go?
Well, I think on day one, Donald Trump will be president, and he will make some very meaningful changes to the FBI. I don't know if Christopher Wray will even still be there, but I think there's a lot more that needs to be done besides just the head of the FBI. I think we need some very serious reforms across this FBI. I think some of the allegations that were untold or told during the Durham report hearing that we found out back in May and last month are very disturbing. I think you'll continue to see some very difficult topics discussed today, and I think we need a lot more than just change at the top.
30 seconds. You just told me that you think that President Trump, or it's going to be Trump who will be the president. Do you think that his opponent in 2024 will be the president, Joe Biden?
Well, if I had a crystal ball, I probably wouldn't be on your show right now. I'd be on a yacht somewhere with you, because obviously you would be involved in joining me on that celebratory tour. But I do think Donald Trump will be the president.
Okay, do you think Joe Biden is the candidate in 2024 for the Democrats?
I mean, I think so. You know, one thing Democrats do a good job of is rallying behind whoever it is they're for. They don't really care if they're qualified.
They're pulling the rug from under him right now with the age and temper and all the rest of it, not to the dinner. Congressman, I'm afraid I'm out of time. But
don't hold me to it.
Okay. Lance Gooden, thank you very much for being with us, sir. We always appreciate it. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you.